3, 2, what?
Yeah.
Send it, Rick.
You're just too good at the
Send it,
off
Rick.
the top.
Welcome. We are here. We have all the past Braille members here today.
Most.
Some.
Some.
If you have clicked this, you're on the new channel. So thank you so much for being here. But, you know, there's been a lot of craziness going on, a lot of questions. What happened with Braille? What's happening? What are you guys doing? What are you going to do now? What are you being? And we thought we could just have a sit down and kind of connect with you guys and just kind of clear the air a little bit. And at the same time, kind of tell you our plans going forward as well. And just try to be kind of transparent and open and upfront. This channel is not going to be interviews like this, but we kind of just wanted to kick it off to I don't know, just really feel like everyone's on kind of the same page.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what happens with all of this.
Should we do an intro ourselves and how long we worked for Braille?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll start left to right.
Yeah.
Start.
What is up, everybody? I'm JD Sanchez, and I was a Braille employee for, I think, 3 or 4 years, something like that.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? My name is Nigel Ryan Jones. I've been a Braille employee for, next week would have been 9 years.
Dang.
Yeah. It's been a lot of ups and downs. You guys have seen my face, definitely. I think I've been one of the bigger parts of the channel for over the years. I feel like it's been pretty positive throughout the years. But now we're on to this new storm of a fire going on. But, you know, we're going to make it better.
We're going to keep moving forward. Ricky Glazer, imported from Australia, from Braille. I worked for Braille. I think my 4-year anniversary is actually coming up. What's the date today?
Today's the 22nd.
Damn, it might have been 2 days ago.
2 days ago?
But yeah, 4 years, almost.
What's up, everyone? I am Daniel, aka Uzi Walker. I don't know how long I was working for them. So if anyone's watching this knows or can figure it out, thank you. That'll help out.
You joined probably almost a year after I joined.
I mean, that's how I was gauging it.
Yes. So you should.
So you think you think 8
of the
8, 7, 8, 7, 7.5?
You should be 7.5.
7.5 probably.
At least.
But that's okay. That's all in the past. Today is day number 2. The boys.
Today is day number 2.
All right.
Was good. It's Glowwater. How long did you say, Rick? 4 years?
Yeah.
So I'd say about 5 years for me. I work for Braille. Like Uzi Walker said, this is our second day on the new on the new job. And yeah, it was a pleasure.
I was gonna say.
Oh yeah.
Mowgli and I got hired at the same time, but it took me 10 months to get to America. So Mowgli is 4 years plus 10 months,
Which
roughly.
Mowgli is a part of all of this.
And I guess he quit a little bit earlier. So I guess Mowgli's kind of 4 years as well.
Yeah. I know everyone's gonna be asking about all the other members, like Chris and Gabe and not Aaron. And I talked to Gabe about it. He is open to the idea of filming with us, but he also is trying to do his own thing and mind his own damn business, which got to respect that. As far as McNug goes, he ghosted us a long time ago, like a la-di-da-di everybody, so that's probably not happening. That's not we didn't want that to happen. That's what happened.
Let me just say real quick on the Chris thing. We don't hate Chris or whatever. What kind of happened is he wronged me and Aaron. It was kind of clear that he was in the wrong, but then he kind of didn't really go about making it right, sort of the right way. He eventually did basically put us in debt, and he eventually did pay the debt back. So shout out to him for doing that. That's very honorable. But for some reason, he didn't really want to take accountability and say hey, I'm sorry. I still want to come to Braille. Blah blah blah. He didn't want to do that, and instead of doing that, he kind of he didn't get fired. He didn't quit. He just never came back. He just, while the situation was occurring, he just left and never came back. So that's kind of I don't know, it's kind of a strange way to go about it. But it's we don't hate him. I don't hold it against him that he did that to me. But it's just that's why he's gone, and that was his behavior.
For a second, I was you guys are coming in hot, but also, dude, people still ask me about that. All the I posted
I'm just kind of trying to cover every base.
No, I'm saying it's
the
good.
reason that I clarified that is because that was vague enough that the comments would have said, "What happened to it? I don't understand." But I think next is let's clear up who is a Scientologist at Braille. But I feel because I feel that's something people get wrong often as well.
It's everyone besides us.
Pretty much everyone.
But see, okay.
Anybody associated.
Well,
with
now
them.
you tell about Lance.
come over here. Come over here. If you want to support the channel, you can hit the link down below. We have merch coming out, and that's probably the best way right now to support us. So if you are one of those people that are like, I need to help my boys out, this is going to be the absolute best way, and we appreciate you guys. We will continue to drop merch, but for right now, we're gonna drop these couple shirts and then grow from there. So if you guys can,
It's on the screen now.
that was aggressive, but yeah.
Hey, it's an aggressive time.
So again, merch is down below. Definitely help us out. Cop a shirt. Join the party. We're gonna grow with you. Thank you.
All right, back to what we're talking about.
So I get this comment a lot on my Instagram in my messages is Lance ever gonna make an appearance back? And that is probably definitely not, because he is also one of those people that are part of the organization, and he has been for who knows how long. I'm assuming as long as Aaron has, and he dipped out to pursue other church things in LA from my understanding.
Yeah, so this was before my time, right? But I think if you watch the video of Goodbye Lance, wasn't the narrative like he has a girlfriend or something?
Yeah.
It's like he's moving away with his girlfriend, which like from my understanding from afar was not 100% accurate. It was that he was moving to Los Angeles to... Can we just blast everyone like this?
I mean, this is like, if we're gonna do this channel for sure, we should just get all the truths out so that everybody knows.
But see, like, I don't really know that for a fact. Allegedly, from afar, what I thought
throw in allegedly. There
is he
you go.
moved to Los Angeles to work for the church, which he's doing now. He ghosted his social medias. He used to have Instagram. He just deleted it or whatever. It's like blank now.
Yeah, it's gone.
No thought of the fans, of the skaters. Will never skate again. Probably the last time he ever skated was in the video, I would think. But that's a thing that people get confused a lot, is they say, oh, Lance was the best. The channel was the best with Lance. I'm sure he's a great guy, but just so you know that he was deep in Scientology, just like Aaron.
Which I know there's a lot of people that have lots of questions about Scientology, and we can't answer everything about it. But if you go do your research, you will quickly find out. It's not for everybody.
I guess the other thing people always say to me, or as they say, Gabe is a Scientologist, Gabe is a Scientologist, Gabe is a Scientologist. Gabe 100% not a Scientologist in any way. The other thing that I sort of dislike is that people would say, oh no, Gabe's gonna join Scientology, JD's gonna join Scientology. As far as I understand, right, there was two people at the company, Aaron and his Scientology group of friends that he hired as his business was expanding. Like, that's the reason all the other people are Scientologists. It's just like, that was his network of friends. Then on the skater side, no skaters were Scientologists, except for the exception of Troy, because Troy was in the original Scientology friend group, and he did skate. He skated pretty good, to be honest. But all those other people, Alec, the behind-the-scenes people, we don't really need to say their exact names or whatever, but the behind-the-scenes people were all Scientologists as well. But none of us. And no skater went there as a non-Scientologist, and Aaron goes, oh, you joined Scientology, and then they changed. Aaron and the behind-the-scenes people, they never pushed Scientology on us. It was kind of this vibe where they would never mention the word Scientology, and they would never talk about it. If you press them about it, maybe they'll say something. Like Aaron and I talked about it a little bit, but they would never bring it up. And that was kind of the vibe. We're here to talk about skating, we'll talk about whatever, but we're never going to bring up Scientology. And that was like the general overall vibe of us existing there. It really, like, it felt, you know, if you didn't know that there were Scientology, you never would have realized, because it's so, like, never brought up or anything, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know, maybe anyone else wants to say stuff about that?
I was like, at first I was like, oh, we coming in a little hot, but also people do all ask about that stuff like all the time, and like probably I guess it is good to just say what's up.
It's fine. I think it's honestly fine to be able to state our opinions, especially on something that affected us so much.
Yeah,
That's
and
what I think, and to just kind of really clarify everything, I think is important.
Yeah.
Glow?
I'm a Christian man.
Alright, no, that's not bad at all. Well,
You know what I heard? I heard that if you say Mormon in your YouTube video, your, what is it called, per 1,000 gets higher. So maybe now this one will go higher.
But in the title,
are you alright, dude?
Braille members become Mormons.
Oh man! All right. Well,
Yeah.
into a little bit of a lighter section before we go back to the dark side. Do you guys have any like fun memories over the years that you want to bring up that stood out?
I think let's go around favorite memory or favorite video or memory or whatever.
What, JD, as the young shredder himself, Mr. 900, the one young guy that like encapsulated a lot of the youth that's coming up right now. what do you have to say? What do you think was like your favorite moment so far? Favorite video? Overall experience, actually.
One of my favorite experiences is when we went to Cincinnati, and also the all-terrain tour. But I don't know, Cincinnati just felt wild in a good way. I liked it. It was hella sick. Yeah, that was probably the best experience. Got to hang out with the boys, learn more about them. Yeah, but that was probably the best memory I've had, like filming with you guys.
Bro, watching you grow has been so sick, dude.
So Cincinnati was the Flugtag, right?
Yeah, Flugtag. That was a year ago.
And that was also the first trip JD went without his parents, I think, right? Yeah. Let's go. Okay.
He was well taken care of.
This is just a random thing, but I remember I woke up and Gabe went to the gym early in the morning, and the temperature was like 59 degrees in the hotel room. I was freezing.
Dude.
That's just so random, but it was just...
Yeah, I know. I was about to say.
Oh, yeah.
The
Gabe
videos he was watching.
Yeah, I was watching
absolutely
offensive
crazy.
memes to fall asleep.
I forgot. I think we went to eat or something, and JD's like, "Oh, I'm tired. I'm gonna stay here." We come back, go to JD's room. He's just passed out on the bed, and the TV's on like top 50 most offensive memes to fall asleep to, or something like that.
Oh no, I just gotta be watching that to fall asleep.
Fried. Absolutely fried.
That's how I get my good rest.
Dang. It's kind of hard to pick like a single solid moment or memory, because I enjoyed pretty much every time I get out with you guys. I guess like all the LA trips were more of the fun ones. Going down to San Diego, Bob Brinko's trip was super sick. But you know, I love y'all forever, so it's just like anytime I get to go out with you guys and make memories, it's always been fun. All-terrain tour was sick, very frustrating at some points, but you know, that is what it is. We're like a family, we're allowed to fight each other. No, I think for me it's just being able to bond with you guys and create this new family and have fun, literally bringing in an entire generation into skateboarding. Like it's been awesome. It's been cool. We got Rick. I got Rick to the range. Do you understand this? I've been trying to get these guys to go shoot with me for years, and their boy Rick came out. Like, dude.
On the all-terrain tour, I shot the AR-15 with the Crocs and with the fluoro yellow thing and the flower shirt.
Dude. Ultimate vibe. Honestly, that was probably one of my... I forgot about that happening. That was probably one of my top memories with you guys. It's definitely that, like, the first time you guys shooting my stuff. Dang. You're the only one that didn't. Yeah, because you couldn't. You're ready now. He's ready. We'll get JD on the range. It's another video.
I think there's a lot to choose from, like you guys say, but I think, man, all-terrain tour was such a sick time. It's funny because the actual context of the all-terrain tour, you guys hear us say Aaron was gone for like 2 to 3 years or whatever. The all-terrain tour was actually Aaron was gone for like this initial stint of like 8 or 9 months. He comes back, he's like, "Oh, we're gonna go on tour, we're going on tour next week," or whatever. Like, so short notice, like no planning really. And all the plans kind of like, there was some things that like fell through and stuff. But that truly was such a fun time. But it was so random that it kind of went like that. But I think my favorite memory of the all-terrain tour is we did the meet and greet in the West Valley, Utah skate park. And that was like the biggest one. Dude. That was sick. And then I think it was because of Glow. Glow's like, "Oh, the UFC's here. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah!
We should go to the UFC." And then we're like, "How much are the tickets? How much tickets?" They're like, $200. I'm like, "Oh man, it's kind of a lot, but like, I think we should do it." Then all of us did it. Sorry, JD didn't come, but all of us came. AK, Mowgli as well. I remember the only one that didn't come was Chris, which I don't know, it was kind of weird. He was like, "Oh, $200, I'm not doing it." He like dipped off. But all of us were there, and it was like literally one of the most iconic UFC fights ever. It was just going. The last 30 seconds of the round, the dude kicks him in the head, and it was crazy. And if you've ever seen the meme of Joe Rogan going, "Oh," that, like, we were there live as that happened. Like, that is what the meme was from. Like, Aaron Cairo was in there watching the meme be created. So, like, I think that day on the all-terrain was my favorite for sure.
That was solid for sure. Dude, and the dude getting arrested outside when we were walking in screaming.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything!
Utah was lit.
Utah was lit. It's Mormon State.
My favorite time, I kind of like Nigel. I think there's too many, but also, I don't know, off the top of my head, Christmas tree going through the roof. I'm glad no one perished in that incident. Dude, oh yeah, some of the LA trips, going to Bob Berquist's house, that was so sick. That trip was really fun. Yeah, what favorite? I don't know. I do think Cincinnati was like, I don't know, out of all the cities we've been to, for some reason, Cincinnati was like really nice. Like
connecting with the mayor. The
Yeah.
mayor books us a table in the underground like place. Like that was crazy.
yeah.
Shout out Aftab.
Shout out Aftab.
For all the memes people make about Ohio, it was pretty nice. Except
3 hours, we had the key to the city, dog.
Except I don't know what's up with y'all in Ohio because it was the coolest place. Then when the clock strikes midnight, it's like the gremlins come out, and it was literally like a GTA server. It was crazy. Just getting back to our hotel was like insane. It started pouring rain.
Somebody got clapped.
There was people
outside.
getting chased by the cops. Someone got outside. It was insane. But
Right outside the, what was it?
Yard house.
Yard house.
yeah, they're like, yeah, don't go
I
out
don't
there.
know where my brain was, but I saw the police and just yellow tape, and I just kept moving. I just didn't think nothing of it, and then I left before they left, and then when they left, they were like, oh yeah, found out some dude got shot inside the bar. It's like, what?
Literally the most, probably maybe one of the most chaotic. Just
Such a nice
chilling.
area,
Yeah, it was
too.
so nice the whole time we're there. Then we're like leaving the restaurant. They're like, oh yeah, someone got capped out there. And then we're like, oh okay. They're like, don't go out this door, go out this door, go out this door. Walk out. There's just a couple fighting like, you did this, blah 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 blah. Go past, cops chasing down the street, chasing someone, and then it just starts pouring rain like insane. I don't know. It was crazy. That was, I don't know. Since I remember it so good, maybe that is the best one. But yeah, I don't know.
My favorite was definitely Cincinnati. Cincinnati people, we love you, and y'all treated us with mad love everywhere we went. I got to go see the Cincinnati Bengals stadium. We went to a football game. All of us went to a football game.
The stand with all the people in there.
Seen the hoodest stand ever, and I've went to a lot of Oakland Raider games and AAC games, and that Cincinnati stand definitely stands out the most.
I can send you the video of that. Ozzy.
Oh, you took a video of the stand?
I was in disbelief.
No.
Another good memory was, I'll probably never forget, me and Jay Dizzler, we got to ride scooters all of us did, but me and JD went on the bridge out there. We're cooking it on the scooters, going up and down hills, sliding down them. Those limes probably didn't really like us, but we liked them. And it was just a blast. We got to get back to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that was the cool thing of Braille is like we would meet all these cool guests, we would go on these cool trips and like get to do awesome fun stuff like that.
You weren't around for the Nerf trip, were you?
No.
We got to shoot Nerf guns. And David Dobrik was
Yeah.
there. Like, dude, the Nerf trip was actually really fun too. Even though,
To New York, right?
yeah, I'm assuming they got paid a lot and we got paid a little. You know.
Yeah, I mean, that's always the way, you know.
We'll
But
have to break into that a little bit towards the end of this.
Hold on, I got one more. When we were on all-terrain was definitely one of the littest, but we went into, I want to say after 12, hot spring. And it was definitely a hectic time in there. I want to say it was fully not wear clothes in there, but we wore some clothes, and it was just a hectic time in there. But shout out to Hot Spring. That was the first time I ever been in one, and it was a blast.
I gotta bring this up for the Yosemite trip. Yosemite? Yellowstone. Yellowstone. I love Glow, right? I love this man. There's never been a time I wanted to throw him in a volcano more than that trip. I forget what he did.
I was definitely pissing people off.
Bro, he didn't come outside the RV.
Something, and I was sitting there just like, yeah.
I was definitely pissing people off.
I was raging, but no, that trip was fun. Like that definitely solidified like my love for all the boys even more. Cause if we can get through that, we can get through anything. Oh man.
I was thinking about talking about the guy who did some death-defying stunt in Yosemite with his whole family.
Oh
but then
my
it reminded me,
God.
you see there was a big explosion
Right
there.
where we were.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
the volcano?
Yeah.
The geyser. It was
That
like
thing
went.
blew up.
Yeah, I saw someone fell in there recently too. Yeah,
Remember
you
the
be falling, you just
Huckleberry
Oh, yeah.
lemonade?
Glow getting chased by a buffalo or whatever in the parking lot.
Wait, you got chased in the parking
He
lot?
wasn't chasing me. He was looking
He was
at
just
me.
walked right past
He
him.
was going for you.
That was a nervous point in my life.
It's funny, like you're here right now. Like there was a time when you were in danger of a buffalo. Like that's so random.
I got it on video.
Oh man. Well, those are some good times.
But the new times are about to be even more insane.
Yeah, I'm definitely hoping that we can kind of capitalize on some of the deals that Braille had set up that they kind of did us wrong when we were doing all the work and move forward with that.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about
We could talk about. All right, so I wasn't actually there for the day. So you were there. You built
I don't know.
Say something, Danny.
You wanna say something, Danny?
But I built. They paid a.
That's what we're getting into.
I don't know if we can say that.
I don't know if we should say the exact amount.
We could bleep it out. Bleep it out.
They asked me to build it, and I built it the day of. From scratch. And they didn't even drop a penny.
Yeah, I wish.
And they didn't even pay JD for go to do one of his contest trips.
Yeah. We can definitely dive into the monetary side of what.
This is where I get a little scared though. Because like no court case. This channel, no suit.
Yeah.
No court
We're not
case.
trying to get sued, but
Hey,
also trying to be
I
transparent.
don't want defamation and I don't want disclosing personal information.
If you say no Susie, they can't sue you.
No Susie.
No
We
Susie.
say it 3 times, click our heels.
No Susie. We're good.
No, but I don't think we ever signed an NDA with Braille.
No,
So
no.
there's
Not
If you
since we
did,
were actually on W-2 employees.
If you did, I think they last 5 years.
7,
7?
5. No, 5. You're
But
right.
see, like, we don't need to disclose like the exact money.
No, we don't
the
have to
exact
disclose the
people.
amount,
or
but
whatever.
I do want to talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it is a huge reason of why we are no longer there. Because obviously, with us putting in as much of our time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears into it, and then everyone's seeing it and they're like, "Oh, you guys are getting paid. You should be grateful." Well, yeah, we're getting paid a minimum wage for a channel that's making X amount a month, which doesn't translate at all as far as financial gains go for us. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely was hot the other day when I was thinking about it, and I was talking to you guys and found out stuff, and then I'm like, dang, I remember the day we did that big brand deal, and I was like, man, should I buy lunch today? I don't know if it's worth it driving here.
I'll try to give, maybe we're a little bit too vague, that I'll try to give like a little bit more context. We were getting paid not very much to film the videos, right? And then when YouTube channels have sponsored videos, they gain a lot more extra money to promote something. And while Aaron was in the videos, and then he says, hey, this video is sponsored by whoever. They say, oh, we're going to play a game of skate, whatever. We play the game of skate, and then Aaron says, oh, hey, this video is sponsored by whatever company. Go buy whatever random thing.
I don't want to jump in, but some of the times it was like not Aaron, it was us.
Well, this is what I'm going to say. Then when he left and vanished and ghosted and went to business school, where we know where he was, when that was happening, we would still get these big brand deals. And we are getting nothing but our normal low wage for the brand deal. And there was one in particular that really upset me, and I ended up the HR lady of Braille. We used to have like a Slack, and she like rage quit the like group thing. The HR, like, and I wasn't even being mean. I was just being calm, collected, and she rage quit because she didn't like what I was saying. But anyway, basically what happened is we had this really big brand deal, and they say, yeah, you guys go and film the video, go and say all these talking points, and go and promote this thing. And it's like, what are you talking about? Like, where the skate is? It's like, you can't make us promote this thing. It's like, we have sponsors of our own as well. We have sponsors that conflict with this brand deal that you're going to try to make us go and do on our own. And it's like, you want us to be the face saying, hey, buy this product, do this thing. And then like, we gain nothing from the brand deal. Like, I don't know, that to me, that really didn't feel right. It felt okay if Aaron was the one doing the talking points, doing it, and we're just in the video a little bit, like, yeah, we're the workers, we're the skaters, we're in the video. But if you want us to be the ones shilling, like, hey, buy this, I love this, oh yeah, this is great, I was like, that's wrong, like, that's bad. And then I kind of made the stand against the HR lady saying that we shouldn't be doing this, and then it was kind of like this big thing. And then eventually, to Braille's credit, they started saying, oh, well, we'll give you a tiny bonus when we do it. And like, I don't know.
I think we stopped doing brand deals
And then
after that.
Yeah, pretty much. But I don't know. And there was one where it was a very, very, very big brand deal. Can I say that? Can I say the ballpark of like, it was a 6-figure brand deal, right? It was like the YouTube video plus the TikToks plus the Instagram plus all these posts, long integration, big bucks for the company. And then the content of the video was us like literally risking our life, not life, but risking our health to grind over a big rail over the pool, you know? It's like, damn, man, like maybe we really are just like the monkeys being exploited at the zoo, you know, before the rules come in saying you can't do that. I don't know, like Like, I was hyped in the moment to do that, and like at the time I thought it was cool, and like we filmed all the TikToks too. If you go all the way back on Braille's TikTok, you can see me and Glow with a helmet on, drinking the product and saying like, oh yeah, this is great, do a trick, drink the product. We filmed like 20 TikToks. I remember that day when we filmed them all. And it's like, wow, we really created the whole brand deal. Unpaid worker built the welding with his welding expertise.
In the water.
Yeah, like the thing is as well is like we signed up for this. We signed the contract to be paid this much. We did whatever. But just looking back, it's like, man, like we were really on the kind of the homie, like this is fun. We're all friends. That's homie vibes. And then they, on the other side, are just like, we are making as much money as possible. Yes, like how can we exploit the homies more and more and more and more and more? Looking back, that's really kind of how it feels.
I think it is good that we're talking about that, because from like there's certain skaters that they seem like we've been like, some of us been like kind of talking, like airing a little bit of stuff out, but I think like that it's like kind of important because they don't realize like how extreme.
Let me say one other thing to you, because I know the opposition to what I'm saying now is to say, you were getting paid to skate, like chill out, man, like that's pretty good. And like, yes, that is good, right? But the difference between going skating and having fun and like grinding out, making video after video after video is very, very, very different.
For the largest skateboard YouTube channel in the entirety of the existence of the world.
The end product, it looks like we're just having fun, great time. But it's like, it's a lot of work. And we're filming multiple videos a day, doing brand deals and stuff like this. It's like, this is a lot of work. So you can't just view this as, oh, you just go skate and it's easy and you just go skate and have fun. We are production of we're the talent of making the videos for the channel. It's like, it's a big distinction between, yeah, you're just skating and having fun. It was great to be skating and having fun.
Yeah, no, I feel like there definitely should have been much more of a monetary gain for us, especially with the impact that we've had over the years and how much we brought into the channel. You know?
I also think it's like a little bit, I think there's a difference between someone is the main person on the channel versus the main person not there. And
yeah,
it's
so
like
maybe you want
us.
to expand on that and how it like shifted over time.
I mean, all I know is like I felt like if we're like the backup, like kind of what you're saying, like if you're like if you're on Mr. Beast's channel, no, maybe not Mr. Beast. If you're on like, I don't know, if you're on a big, yeah, if you're on a big channel, whatever, you're in the background, you want to like shortcut me or whatever, okay, like that's fine. I'm just like side background. But if you're like the main focus in the video, then I think it's a big difference between.
It's a huge difference.
Like you getting a little bit skimped or not.
Explain like how Aaron is just gone.
Let me talk about the getting skimped part. I feel like me and Uzi were definitely probably getting skimped a little bit more than others because we were the AM skaters and then there was the pro skaters. The pro skaters got an HR, so they would get like deals on like posting on Instagram. Even if it's a little bit of money, all money is good money, especially when you could just post and get some money off it. And then they are our friends, so they would act like these people wouldn't tell us like, oh yeah, we're gonna get paid for this post, and then it was kind of like the AM skaters like, oh no, you gotta work towards that, you gotta like be pro, which I respect all that, but like that was definitely a skimping time because I was getting very pissed off because we weren't all doing the same work, but we were all trying to at least put in work towards the channel. It just was kind of hurtful to hear sometimes. But yeah.
That's showbiz, baby.
Okay, so Uzi's the longest standing employee. What are we saying, 7 or 8 years roughly? Yeah. How many raises did you get? Can we say that?
Sketch with all this.
I've been here longer than Uzi.
Yeah, a little bit.
How many raises did you get?
In 10 years, 1. I went from 18 to 20. Technically, probably 2, because then once so at the beginning of 2020, 2021, I left for a while. I left for probably honestly like 8 months. Everyone thinks I left for like a long, long time. It wasn't that long. I just wasn't in the videos when I came back. I left because not only was COVID going on and the whole Carlos situation wasn't handled how I feel like it should have been handled, I was making more off of unemployment than I was filming full time, which makes 0 sense. So that was one of the bigger reasons too. The Carlos situation happened, wasn't handled right at all in the slightest bit. I was like, I'm not going to be around this if you guys aren't going to handle that. And then also, the pandemic was going on, so I was getting banded up out there. But then I came back because what's his name? Robbie, who was doing the lessons, was taking off and leaving, and I was the one that started to take over all of the lessons. So for, I want to say like a year or so, I would be in some of the videos, but for the most part, I was behind the scenes doing all the lessons because I made more money doing lessons than I would be in the videos, which obviously I need to, survive. So that was one thing that pushed me to do that. So I guess that would be my other raise, was I was making good money doing lessons over filming, which pushed me not to be in the videos as much. I know we're kind of all over the place. I'm going to go back to what you were talking about with Aaron leaving.
That's kind of why
all
I
ties
quit
in
too.
because when I left too, Aaron wasn't there. So it all was like, all of this is like pretty relevant.
One thing before JD, what do you think about all this going right now?
Yeah, you're kind of just like,
I don't even know, dude.
you're the ultimate vibe that just got into like, it's not even an unfortunate situation. It's just like everything was going right until it wasn't.
Low-key, I feel like JD was
just
there.
I feel
chilling.
like JD's winning regardless.
Yeah, yeah.
Out of all of this. Not like, you're a phenomenal skater. You're a phenomenal person.
Thank
like
you.
I feel like this didn't stop you at all. It's just like a minor hiccup that is happening on the sidelines, and you're just kind of there.
Bro, you
Yeah. It's
you-
like that.
you
This
did a
is-
900. I feel like you do a 900, it's like prestiging in Call of Duty. Like, none of that even matters.
I mean, and that was cool, but I don't know. I just wanted to bring this up because it was in my head. The most annoying thing is when I would do a contest and I was still on Braille, there's some comments that would be like, "Oh, all the Scientology money all of this money's going to Scientology," or something like that. That pissed me off so hard. So whoever you are, I'm coming for you, bro. Unless you watch our stuff and buy the merch. That's right here. Oh, is that
Look at that. Look at that, Mr. Pluggy Plug.
plugging it up?
Mr.
But
Pluggy Plug.
that is one of the things that kind of like breaks my heart a little bit, because like I'm an adult, I know they have affiliation to Scientology. I can take the heat or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like I have my ethical compass of like, okay, the company is not really anything to do with Scientology. They don't mention Scientology. If they ever came and said to me, "Oh, hey Ricky, you just gotta promote L. Ron Hubbard at the end of this video real quick," I would say, "No, 2 weeks, anything. I'm done. Bye." Like that's it. I'm not promoting any religion, of course. But then to hear how it like affects JD, like a young kid, and it's like, man, that really like that does suck. Like that is kind of brutal. But what can you do? That's how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, there's so much that we could go about from over the year. Like I said, it's almost 10 years of.
Bro, I thought this was a good area. We getting drive-bys over here.
No, but it's like almost 10 years of just things that we noticed as they were happening, but you don't really like process until like now. So like everything like that's happened full circle. So there's a lot that we can throw out there to try and like give you guys more details of like how everything kind of got to where it is. That's an AR-15. That's actually not. Sounds like a pistol. But
Little desk pop.
there's going to be tons of unanswered questions. There's going to be a lot of gaps that aren't filled, and it's unfortunate that we can't fill them all
But
right
yeah,
now.
I mean, maybe in a few months or whatever we do a part 2. Like,
Hold on.
Yeah.
Look at that Prius.
What do you mean?
That red Prius.
They know we're talking.
Actually insane.
They know we're talking.
Warning shots?
Warning shots and then a red Prius. AK.
but yeah, what I want to say is maybe if you want us to do a part 2, you have questions, leave them in the comments. Maybe we'll do it. We're
Yeah.
not gonna do it straight away, but maybe eventually.
Yeah.
You know?
Let me briefly get on the Aaron leaving Carlos situation. They kind of go hand in hand. So Aaron left.
Say how he told us and stuff.
Do you remember the conversation?
I do.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, you and me?
No, we could all say our input.
Okay,
Sit us down?
they sit us down, Aaron and one of the other behind the scenes people. They sit us down. They go, "Oh yeah, guys, we're gonna have a meeting." Then I remember it was being kind of
I
weird.
was here for the meeting
Because-
I'm not in any meetings ever.
They were going like this. Aaron and the behind the scenes person, they're like, "No, you say," and then the behind the scenes was like, "Aaron, you have to say it," and he's like, "Fine." He's like, "Next week." I swear it was next week, but it might have been like in 2 weeks. He's like, "In 2 weeks." In 1 week? I thought it
I
was
think
1
it
week.
was 5 days.
I
He
feel
goes,
like
"In 1 week?"
inches that to where I can't be there because I always felt like he was scared of me for some reason. Because I've
Maybe.
never been to one of these meetings ever,
The meetings were lit, low-key.
dude. Never.
He comes and he says, you tell, you have to tell Aaron. And then he goes, in 1 week from now, I'm going to business school for 5 months and I'll be back. And then we're like, whoa, like what the 5 months? Like what the heck? Then we kind of like the initial shock. I was looking at Gabe. Gabe was sweating. Gabe was like, what the heck? But then it was like, okay, then we talked about it a bit. And then I remember they're like, oh yeah, we're going to go on this trip at the start and it's going to kind of make these trip videos and it's going to have this theme. And then we're going to do this. Aaron's going to film a bunch of videos before he leaves and then they'll spread them out. And they kind of came up with this plan. Then we said like, all right. Then he goes, after like, I don't know, straight away basically, but say like time passes, 2 months pass. No one has talked to Aaron at all. It's like, it's not like he's saying, he's on the phone going, hey guys, how's it going? Oh, the videos have been good. Like, oh, you're doing really good. Nothing. It was just silence, like legit like silence. Maybe Gabe was talking to him a little bit,
Probably.
but like for the most part, it was legitimately like radio silence. He's like, it's like he was gone. Like he was like, he's in another realm, you know?
Yeah.
He's like unaccessible. And then the 5 months, it ends up being like, I want to say like 8 or 9 months, like really long. And after the 5 months, we're like, hey, Gabe, when's he coming back? Like, what's the deal? Like, is he ever going to come back? He's just abandoned us. Like, what's up? And then it was probably like 8 or 9 months, comes back. He's like, oh yeah, we're going on all-terrain tour. Like, let's do it. Quick. Then that was the tour. Then after that, maybe he hung around like a week or 2 more. It was kind of vague. He's like, oh, I got to go back. I didn't finish.
A couple days.
It was not long, but it was very vague, like when he's leaving too. Then he goes away again. And then he was gone for again, like, I want to say like 4 or 5 months, maybe even more. Then he come back for like 1 week or something. Then he was gone again. And I want to say the total time was about like 2 years, I think. I feel like it was like right around that 2 years, bit more.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I think it was like a little over 2 at least.
Yeah, maybe 2 and a bit. And I think he came back like the 3 times. Once for the tour, once randomly for a week, once randomly for a week. But
And
the
then
rest of the time,
the Cincinnati trip randomly.
oh yeah.
He could just pop. He literally like we were not expecting him at all. It was just like, all right, we're out here doing this Red Bull event, yada yada yada. And then the date, was it flight day?
Yeah.
Flight
So
day.
the Red Bull event, there was a lot of structure. It's like Nigel is the one that's going to be on the thing. Then us 4 are the ones pushing Sam Tabor or whatever as well. It was very structured. And then when Aaron came, we're like, what the heck? Is he going to be the one on the thing now? Is he going to like change all the plans? So I was like, oh, dang.
Yeah, it was definitely weird because, like I said, it was nothing that we expected. We were expecting just us to be doing this thing, and out of nowhere, Aaron's there. It's like, bro, we haven't seen you in like, I think at that point it was almost a year.
Yeah.
From when I saw him last.
I remember one of the times when he came back from like being gone for ages, comes back at like 10 a.m. of the day of filming. And it wasn't like, it was a little bit like, oh, hey, what's up? Oh, yeah, cool. Okay. All right, guys, we got these crazy wheels and today we're going to do this crazy wheel. It's literally like straight into it. And we're just like, yo, what the heck, bro? Like read the room a little bit. I felt so weird that just to be straight into the video.
It was such a weird time.
And before, I think like one of the times that happened, like we get there and then we're like, oh, we're not gonna film for a minute, so like you guys should just get food right now. We're like, okay, and then we're like, what are the odds? Like, you think we talk about anything, or is it just straight to the video?
There was
So it's sad day.
there was a lot of bets that were won off betting on that. I'll just give you a quick little breakdown. It's like you and your boys are boys for like your dogs you skate with. And then your boy's like, yeah, I'm leaving for a year. You don't see him for a whole year, don't even have contact. Then the first time you see him, he just telling you, like, you want to catch up with your bro or something. Like, oh, how was it? Like, what were you doing? It was like, no, we going straight to the skate park and we're straight shredding 6 videos and we're about to just throw it all on the line and not worry about whatever I was doing, which is kind of respectable, I guess.
Nah, now that we know exactly what was going on, that was not respectable at all.
Imagine not seeing your boy for a year. First thing he tells you is, we're going skating.
Not we're going skating. It's, bro, I haven't seen you. Look at this.
Look at these sick wheels.
I feel like, I don't know, since I think was I the first one to quit? Maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like
Well, technically me.
I feel, well, yeah, but I feel like I don't know. I
Oh,
feel
yeah,
like,
no, Mo.
left before
Oh,
you.
yeah. I feel like I kind of already, like, I talked about a bunch of stuff, like, like a month or two earlier than everyone else. So I kind of feel like I feel like, oh, I've been over this. But I guess everyone has been over it so much. But like people still ask, so I guess it's important.
But yeah, I feel like the audience kind of saw as well. And what I was going to say with the Aaron being gone is you can really, if you go back on the page, you can see exactly when he left. There's a few videos filmed on the same kind of days. And then you see we went on the tour, then he's gone for a really long time. Then he makes like, I'm sorry, or whatever. Then the tour, then he's gone again. And then he makes the like, I'm sorry part 2, just reads the same script of I'm sorry 1 and just says it all again. It's like, yeah, you can really like see it all on the channel too. But I think what the fans and what you guys kind of recognize with all this happening is like, wow, Aaron left, he came back, he emerged as the leader of Scientology SF. In that time, this guy started quitting. Mowgli, Uzi, just like JD. Yeah, and then when Gabe was the final straw.
Gabe
And
was like,
the thing...
yes.
The thing with Gabe is like what we're saying is like we're the skaters. Gabe was the link between the skaters and the management. And honestly, Gabe was running the channel. Gabe was doing like
Shout out Gabe.
literally
For
managing all of us.
99.9% of the channel, which is like, it's crazy that he was doing so much. But this is the thing with Gabe is that like Gabe was 25 when he quit. If things are going great at the YouTube channel, you're in this biggest YouTube channel in the world, you're the manager running everything, you'd think they would appreciate you. And if he felt any kind of appreciated, he absolutely would have not quit for nothing, you know?
Nothing.
Not to go work for Mr. Beast, he just quit, I feel like, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but it seemed from my point of view that he felt like he didn't have a future there, you know? It's going down, he's doing all the work, he has to work so much harder than he would at a normal job, and then just... there's no future. Where's his career? Like, where's he going to be in like 10 years, you know?
Because I talk to Gabe all the time, and I want to throw out, I know it's his personal life, so I'm not going to do that, but just knowing what he was kind of making while he was doing all this compared to now is crazy, because at his new job, he's only been there for, 4 or 5 months?
Yeah.
And if he's making more at this new job than he was at his whole entire time at Braille, it says a lot.
But the thing is, like, there's more to life than money as well. It's like,
That's
we get
true.
to skate and we
That's
get to
true.
do what we love and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
But
yeah.
the thing is like, you want to feel appreciated. If you work for a company and you do 99.999% and you're getting older and you're thinking like, what's my career progression? And they're just giving you nothing, then you're like, well, I guess the only thing is to quit. It's like being in a toxic relationship. It gets to a point where you say, oh, the only result is it ending, you know? And I feel like that's where he got to.
I think this stuff too, it's like a lot of this, probably like most of it, like from the other side perspective, it's like, yeah, you could do that. It's not against the law or whatever. Just being like so close, like you'd think, I don't know, treat better. Like it's not like against, it's not like breaking.
But the thing
But
is,
the one other thing I want to say is like, you look at the videos now, you look at the thumbnails now, you look at the ideas now, terrible, right? On Braille's channel. Like very bad, much worse than when we and Gabe were doing it. And that truly shows how much work we were doing, because now we're gone and like, look at what it is now. The videos are absolutely garbage. So it's like, I don't know.
no, there's a,
Shout out Gabe.
Yeah.
I
Should
know,
we?
like you said, money isn't everything, but it also is, unfortunately, something that we need to sustain life. Especially in California, you unfortunately need to be making pretty good money to be able to have a livable like life. That's definitely huge. Like we can't like downplay that it's not a big part of all of this.
And
Like
that's
one of the bigger issues that we're facing is like all of us here should be financially well. We should be all set, good, no problems, no struggles. That's how it should be. If any of us were to run the channel, I guarantee you that's exactly how it would be. Because that's how it should be. There wouldn't be money that's donated. There wouldn't be millions literally just, here you go.
But see, this is
You know?
what I'll say too. It's been so bittersweet, and like, I still love all the times and all the things that we did at Braille.
Of course.
If homie like really doesn't have any money, like I feel so much pity for him. I'm like, man, homie really is a victim, and like he's in a bad way. Like he's in a bad spot right now. And like what happened, I feel like, is he progressed up the ranks to a more public situation in Scientology, and when that came like stricter rules of Scientology, and then that kind of led to the actions of Braille imploding. That's like how I understand it, right? But then it's like, man, his beliefs really put him in this position of you choose your business or you choose us.
He did say before he left, he told Gabe that this was either going to be the best decision of his life.
No, he said to me. He said to me.
you?
I remember. Yeah.
The best decision of his life. Or the
When he's
worst
going business
decision
school,
of
he
his
goes, "This is either going to be the best decision or the worst decision."
life? I thought
And
he told Gabe that.
now we know it was the worst decision.
It was definitely the worst decision ever. I do want to say, Aaron, as a person himself, has always been chill. He's always seemed cool. Like, I feel like he means well. It's just
That's what I think.
there's Aaron, and then there's Aaron. You know?
Yeah, but then that's how I think too. But then I'm like, man, was he like manipulating me? Was he like
That too.
exploiting me, or was he my friend? Like that's where I feel a little bit conflicted.
I've
like,
never
looking back.
felt like he's been like a solid friend to me. This is my personal experience. I've never felt like he's been like he's been a homie. He's been an associate, but I've never felt him being like a friend.
Well, that's like he would do the right things.
Yeah.
And look out for you. Hey, happy birthday, happy Thanksgiving.
I
But then it's
wouldn't-
like,
yeah.
is he doing that because he likes
Yeah.
me, or it's like, yes, I want to treat my good worker good and keep my good worker going good.
But even to the point where it's like the small stuff, like the little meetings and stuff, like taking you guys out to I think the one time I've ever been to dinner with him was on the All Terrain tour, which was at the Fogo de Chao
Yeah.
or wherever else we went. Actually,
Shout out
that whole time.
homie for buying
Yeah.
Fogo de Chao.
Yeah.
So,
legend,
yeah.
legend.
Shout out the homie
Moment
that
in
took us to
time.
both, whatever, I don't even know how you say it.
That
and got
meal-
us whatever we wanted.
That meal that you spent on us was more than Braille spent on our meals.
Yeah, ever.
You guys are real ones.
Yeah.
I still follow him on Instagram.
So it's damn, what was I even saying? Oh, so yeah, it's like the small things. So like, I've hung out with all of you guys outside of work, right? I don't think I've ever hung out with Aaron outside of work or been invited to anything outside of work with him. None of that. And it's always felt different for me because I'm somebody that am super hardcore into like, if you're gonna be my friend, I'm gonna do my best to be your friend. I'm gonna hang out with you. I'm gonna check in with you. And over almost 10 years, this man's called my phone 7 times ever. And the fact that I know that is a problem, especially for me being an employee to your business, building your business up. We should have way more conversation than this. Even with skating, we wouldn't really have conversations about much. It'd just be, all right, we're diving into the video. What are we filming today? You know? So I've always felt like I was there for you guys, like the homies, because you guys treated me like the homie. And then as far as him goes, he treated me, I mean, I wouldn't say the best, but it wasn't the worst either. Yeah. But still, it wouldn't be to something to where I'll be like, oh yeah, no, like that's my dog, even though I appreciate everything he's done, you know, if that makes sense.
I think there's like a little tiny part of it that's like he's the boss and stuff, so
Yeah.
I kind of get it. But
see, what I think is there's two kinds of people. There's the boss and then there's the leader, you know?
Yeah.
He was very much the boss and not the leader.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
I think there's a big distinction there.
Oh man, I know this is a doozy for everybody. Yeah. So I know if we hop into the Instagram comments right now, it's gonna be a lot of diving back into this. So we might as well, since we're on this, get back on. Look at some. You got the first one?
I got the first question. A lot of people ask me, a lot of people DM me, do you and Ricky have problems? Because Ricky wanted to post a video to get some clicks and some views, talking about a time, and everyone's misunderstanding it, and there's just wildness going on with it. Me and Ricky are brothers. That's my brother from Australia. I'm his brother from the Bay Area. And we don't have no type of problems. He called me a wussy online, and I took it in a different way because just you call someone a wussy, it's kind of sus. So I called him when first time I seen him being my friend. I said, "What's up, wussy?" Like, you know what I mean? And people are like thinking I took that like so hard to heart. And I told him like, "Bro, like what the blah blah blah," which I've gotten plenty of arguments with everybody. So we don't have no problems. Wussy's a wussy, and deep down in his heart, I know he just didn't really mean to say that, and it was just misinterpreted.
Love you, bro.
See, it's all love, and that is a big one that I always get. And if he wants to be a wussy with me, so be it. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. I didn't see that coming.
So I think right now we'll dive into some of did you do it on your Instagram? No? You can remind. That's fine. But what a lot of us did either last night or this morning, I did this morning, was put up a little questionnaire on our Instagram to try and get questions from you guys that we can answer directly here. So we'll probably dive into that for a little bit, answer a couple questions that we haven't gone over if we see and then from there, I think end with trying to, give you guys more of like what we plan on doing and the future of the new channel and what we're gonna do. I had one that was up here earlier. Where did it go? Boom. So I had a question. Mind you guys, I have 1,000 questions here. A lot of them are the same. A lot of them were topics that we kind of covered. So I'm going to try and choose some of the ones that are just like in here that are a little bit different. Bernard Snow asks, would y'all still want to be known as past Braille members or prefer to go by a new name? And I think that's a very good question. I know it's inevitable. Anytime somebody sees any of us in public, they're going to go, oh, you're that guy from Braille. Oh, you're that guy from Braille. So it's going to happen. There's nothing I can really do about that. We are set in stone as people from Braille. But it would be nice to, at least like call us just by our names, something like that.
Well, maybe go around.
Like, yeah. So for me, I mean, I don't mind it. I'm just going to go, whatever. But Nigel, you can call us like, well, I guess this is the first time saying it, but the chat. Well, you guys are watching the channel, the boys.
Hey.
So you could be like, oh yeah, no, it's I watch the boys, But to answer your question, I would prefer not to be labeled as that guy from Braille, even though that's set in stone. I would just prefer to be just Nigel or like, yo, you're the skate homie, But then again, it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm with you, Nigel. Especially because some people in the industry weren't a big fan of our stuff. That kind of messed some things up for me, but that's okay. Because now I'm back and better. And yeah, so just call me JD. That's all I want. That's it, JD. Nice and simple. Or J Dizzle. J Dizzler.
We will accept J Dizzle.
Yeah, any of that. Not my full name, though.
See, like, I'm a bit more open that I don't really care. Like, if you enjoyed the Braille videos in the time of whatever was happening with me in the video, you go, hey, that's the guy from Braille. I'm happy, Like, I'm on the, like, amicable breakup, even though it's not really. But it's like, yeah, that was a good time period. Like, whatever, it's all good.
Yeah, same. I don't really care because we did so many videos. Like, if you look up skateboarding, like, you're just going to see one of the videos.
Definitely.
But, yeah, I don't really care. I think the only thing... I'm going to say this, and then it's probably going to make it happen way more. But I'll go to the park, and people go, first try? And I'm like, I've never said that in my life one time. but yeah, I just chill. I don't really mind.
I don't really care neither. Do whatever your heart desires, and if that's what you want to say, that's what you want to say. Just be respectful. Please be respectful.
I got one thing too. I'll say because I said on my Instagram. Someone came up to me in the grocery store the other day. I was like tired. I was like not paying attention. Some guy's like, "Hey, you're the guy from," and I was like so tired. I was like, "Oh, hey." It was so awkward, and I think the guy probably thought I was mean. But like, if you see me in real life, if I'm like that, it's not intentional. Might be.
I got a light one. Let's go with this light one. Ready? What was your least favorite obstacle at the Braille Park and why?
I like that. Whatever that not the A-frame, the old one originally, the bumped flat, yeah, the pyramid. I didn't like it. Well, I didn't skate it. Ricky saw me die on it once, remember? Or slam on it once. Kickflip over flip, just bodied right before the skate sesh. Yeah, I think the only reason why is because I wasn't really that type of guy. The A-frame is more my type than having a little flat gap. Or maybe the mani pad too, actually. The downwards mani pad, yeah, I never use that. You're right. That's the one. That's the one.
Content there. We would
yeah.
on the weird things.
I didn't do that though. I was just that downwards mani pad. I don't think that should have been there.
I'm on that same boat. I was trying to think of like what I actually don't like there.
I got another one.
I liked pretty much everything because I like to try to do everything except I've never been like a manualer. So the downhill manual pad I think we could have gone away with it.
Remember, another one? The 5-stair hubba. Like the one on the wall.
Oh, the one that no one touches?
That one was kind of
sick. The 5-stair, yeah. I've skated it one time ever. That's crazy. I forgot that one even existed.
Exactly.
All right, I'm going controversial. The vert wall.
What?
It looks cool, but like I didn't care for it.
That's
and
my favorite
And I
thing.
hated turning around to hit the A-frame. I would rather it just be a normal quarter or a bank, and then I could get my speed better. I hated like being able to have to turn around. But I'll admit it did look cool. It had the B or whatever, but it wasn't for Rick. Rick was not that into it.
That was probably one of my favorite obstacles in there, just because.
Yeah, you two like it. We don't, maybe.
I think it was fun.
I'll be the odd man out in the group. I'm gonna say, no, I'm not gonna throw your bird under there. But you probably gonna be like, what? I'm gonna say the 3 block, honestly.
Oh, come on. Yeah. No, you never do.
And for the record, I've done tricks down that thing. Only about 3 or 4, and I could have skated it, but I've always had the thing in mind. If we're gonna skate that, I might as well just try it down like the 5 stair or something, and then I could go to the streets and skate that. I've always thought I was gonna die on that thing or like just get bodied. And why would I want to get bodied trying to do like a ollie or a back 180 or a kick flip for a YouTube video that no one really cared about or something like that? So I wasn't really messing with the 3 block, but it was sick. I did think it was sick. It was perfect, but just not my style.
I got mine now. That time I thought, okay, this was my favorite, and then it betrayed me. And now it was my least favorite, the 5 stair.
What?
Because
What?
How can you hate a 5 stair?
No. Hear me
yeah.
out. Hear me out. Let me cook here. It was my favorite, but then it started falling through the floor, and then Rick did a front flip into the ground and made a hole in the floor with the wheel.
My bad.
And then there's 2 holes, and there was a piece of metal covering a patch. It was like a minefield. You had to dodge and then hit the 5 stair. And every time I was going to skate it, I was like, am I gonna hit the hole and fly into a front flip, dolphin dive onto my face? Not just because of that little back of my head thought. It never happened, but that makes it my least
The
favorite.
puck was a little rougher than it might have looked. Like a lot of the stuff needed some kind of tender loving care that it absolutely did not get.
Yeah, because never mind. Never mind.
Shout out Danny for literally making all our dreams come true in that
Literally.
warehouse. We've not gotten arguments, but we've talked about so much stuff, and he's made every dream that we've ever wanted come to life out of his own love, because he would come from work and he'd be like,
To support his
yeah,
son.
yeah, to
Andy
support
Anderson rail, boom.
Oh, yeah.
Bro.
everything. Honestly, everything that you probably thought was sick that was created is literally because of Danny, or like 70-50%. If we needed help, guess who we're calling? OG Dan. Hey, Uncle Dan, can you help us with this? And he's gonna get the measurements, or he would see us trying to build something. He'd be like, come on, bruh. That's not how you do it. This, you gotta whip it like this, do it like this. The main thing was making our up to rail circle. He came through. He even built us the best flat bar. He's literally built so much for us, and there's no thoughts or non-appreciative. I'm so thankful for all that and going through all that, because he's literally the GOAT, and he made everything possible for us. A lot of the skate obstacles, and he made all the stuff better.
Yeah, that circle rail was
Yeah,
the
I had a
biggest
similar one like that.
blessing. That was the best
insane.
rail. That was honestly the best rail like around.
Exactly.
It's a
So I got one that says, what did you learn from this experience? That's a hard one, huh?
That's hard,
You want me
honestly.
to come back to you?
Tray flip.
Yeah, you're right. Tray flip. I did learn how to tray flip.
Tray flip's the best answer.
Come back to me.
I'll come back to you. I think I've learned to better trust my gut and trust who I really consider like a friend, you know? And that's with everything happening right now. As we were doing all the videos, obviously we were blind to the fact of all that happening, just because we at the time did not really care about the money we were making, because we were there with what we consider family, you know, just making content, pushing that out into the world, and trying to make a positive and safe environment in the skate culture, you know. So I think for me, something I've learned is to try and keep myself like not as open to friendships as much as I have it, because being stabbed in the back does not feel good at all in the slightest bit. But I've also learned how to like manage like my own content creation stuff a little bit better. I've grown as a person being with all you guys. So I definitely have learned a lot over the years. It's been an awesome experience. I'm not gonna lie. And that's, everyone's gonna take everything that we learned differently. For me, it's been a cool, fun ride. I'm somebody that is very active. I'm very outgoing. I'm trying to be not in your face, but I'm trying to bring the energy all the time. So I'm grateful that I got a platform that I've been able to show that off to you. So yeah, I guess I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot.
Yeah, I 100% agree as well. It's like what I learned is like I learned so much about content creation, YouTube, like making videos, like how to kind of conduct yourself as like an on-camera person, how to meet fans, and like all those things I think I've learned and grown a lot. One thing, and like I'm really grateful for those opportunities. Other things that I learned is like what not to do, how not to be a boss, how not to have relationships with your employees, how not to spend money in your company, you know? Like I feel like honestly that seeing the bad too is like, okay, note to self, Ricky, do not do those things. So I feel like that's been pretty valuable too. But I'm super grateful for the experience as well. And like, you know, I moved my whole life as an adult, as like 27 or whatever. I moved my whole life from Australia to America. And I don't view this now as like, damn, I shouldn't have done that. I should have learned more about Scientology. I should have understand who Aaron was more. I don't view it like that. It's like, I feel it's like, yeah, this was successful. This was fun. This was a moment in time, and it had a bad ending, but it was still this great thing. And like, I'm happy to move on to the next thing and take what I have learned with me. And I try to view it as not just this overall negative thing, but like, yes, it was great and it had a bad ending, but it's okay. We can kind of like try to look at the good times a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll say I think I learned that I'm not going to expect people to do what I think I would do in that situation. Like it's like a dog-eat-dog world. People can do what they want, but I do think I learned to trust my spidey senses a little bit better, probably a lot bit better. I think if I was doing that all again, I would definitely move a lot faster. Like I'd be like, oh, this isn't happening, I'm going. Like I would probably quit way sooner or something, which I should have done. But I was like, oh, I think this seems like something's gonna happen. But that's okay. That's why we're making this channel. We're making good things happen. Yeah.
I learned don't take good times for granted, and I'm thankful for all the times that I had with all my dogs. I got brothers from every different neighborhood now, or from every different spot from around the world. And these are my brothers forever. And I'm thankful for everything Braille's done. They took me a lot of places I never thought I would actually go. I actually went. So I'm very thankful for that. And never to take those times for granted. There's always a gut feeling who you know your real friends are. And I'm pretty sure our real friends and our family is right here. And with that being said, I'm thankful for everybody. Thankful for my cousin. I'm thankful for the whole squad right here. I'm thankful for Danny for always trying to make stuff happen for all of us. In that warehouse, even when he was grinding at work, he would come do his thing for us too. Also, everybody. I'm thankful for Braille too, even though times had to end. You know, it's like, well, like Ricky said, it's like when you get a new girlfriend or whatever, or you break up. I don't know. I'm not in that position. Don't want to really talk about that one, but yeah. Shout out everybody. And this new channel, it's a whole new filter of us. I felt like we were shadow banned. We were shadow banned from really showing ourselves and really like being how we were, because behind the lens, we're all brothers. We all fought, we all argued, we've all disagreed, and we've all looked where we're at. We're still grinding together. We still want to grind together, and that says a lot about like us and how we are like friend-wise and brother-wise. Honestly, we like family, and I'm excited for y'all to see us shadow banned, because it's about to get real pretty cool, and I'm pretty sure y'all gonna enjoy this, and we not gonna be shadow banned, and I'm leaving it at that.
I feel like I've always wanted to have that Braille After Dark channel that is just us, like raw, uncut footage that they didn't have to cut, because then I feel like you guys relate to us already a lot, but I feel like it would relate even more because we're normal people. Like, I think a lot of people see us on YouTube and they're like, oh, this dude's so like super special and all. But at the end of the day, we all are humans. We all have same common interests, you know. So I'm just excited for you guys to see like the future of the channel and actually get to know us even more than what you've gotten to know us now already.
Can I say something real quick too? With all that, I think I speak for everyone saying it's not like we weren't thankful for all that, because I think we were. it's just like
We all thankful for sure.
came with some other stuff we had to talk about.
It's like what Angelo said. You're in a relationship, right? Work relationship is similar to a personal relationship. You can still be thankful and it can still get to a point where it's like, we have to end. It will not work. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that you weren't thankful and grateful for everything that happened.
All right, JD.
You're good.
What'd you learn?
I learned how to 720. No, I don't know. I'm just. I learned a lot of stuff. Like, shoot, I don't even know. I learned how to talk to the camera for sure. A little less awkward with people now, and just like hanging out with the boys. I know. Shoot, I don't even know what to say, dog. I don't even know what to say.
He always knows we're a phone call away for anything and everything.
Yep, absolutely.
So that's a big part.
Yeah.
One thing I like about having JD around is he's our younger guy, but we treat him like he's just a normal adult. Like, he doesn't get any, like, special treatment, and I think that helps you grow as a person because you can make your own decisions and everything. But you also get to see, like, us be not, like, treating you like a child, you know?
Yeah.
You are a grown man, dude. You've been doing some... You've been 900. That's some grown man shit right there.
Yeah, I guess.
So I think it's been awesome to have you around as just because you get to see how like people are as like normal people, you know.
This new stuff that's coming out, I'm telling you, it's completely on Shadow Man and it's completely us, and I can't wait for y'all to see Lil Bro grow. Every one of us gonna grow. My cousin behind the lanes is gonna do some amazing things. He's literally one of the best skaters too, and it's all about to come to real life, and we're about to show you. And I can't wait to be with y'all and just kick it with y'all because y'all are really the best. And stay tuned, the boys.
Appreciate you, brother. We'll catch you later.
Amen.
Run it up. Run it up.
Bam.
Run it
Bam.
up.
Run the train.
All right, little bro. You already know. All right, big dog.
Bang, big dog. So I mean, I guess that we can kind of wrap things up here. I know, like I said before, there's gonna be questions that you guys we probably didn't answer that you guys want more information on. I'm very transparent and open as long as I can get to my inbox. My inbox is crazy. So like I said before, you can always reach out and I can be as open and honest as I possibly can. As far as the future for the channel goes, I think we are going to do skate content. I don't think it's going to be primarily skate content. I think we're going to do, at least from what I would like to focus on is for the skate content, I would like to be a lot more community based. I'd like to be a lot more hands-on with the people out there. I want to get some events going, you know, get out to skate parks, teach, grow with you guys, help you guys help us grow. So we're going to help you guys grow, get better at skateboarding, not just do like tutorials on camera, like actually physically be there in your town doing stuff. That's the goal. And I think just overall just making content that you guys can enjoy us being with each other, because that's kind of what you guys grew up with, is us being boys on Braille. Yeah, it was primarily skate content, but that's not to say that our channel can be anything else. Like, we can do skate content with throwing in our lives in there and then you guys being on that journey. So that's kind of where I'm thinking of where things could be going from here on out. Obviously, we're going to have suggestions out there for things that people want to do. I would personally not like to be like super gimmicky, I guess you could say. Yeah. All the time. I think it's okay sometimes, but to have an idea, watch that idea do very well, and then let's do it 50 more times. Yeah. I don't think that's something that we will be doing. I think it'll just be, you know, continuing on growing with each other and with you guys. That's how I see it.
Yeah, I guess like we're not trying to be Braille 2.0, you know?
No, yeah.
And like, I guess I want to acknowledge that this is kind of like a weird situation too, that we're kind of like spawning out, doing our own thing. So we're trying to navigate it and figure it out as well. And like, we want to have the sort of open discourse of like, yeah, well, should we do skating? Should we do this? Like, what's the deal? And we're trying to figure it out, you know?
Yeah, I was saying that too. Like, we're figuring it out, and I think I'm not really concerned. I think we're going to figure it out. And when we were at Braille, we could always come up with we would come up with good ideas all the time, but it just wasn't really incentive for us to like act on those. So I'm not really concerned with us coming up with good stuff. I think we'll definitely do that. But I keep losing my train of thought every time I go to talk. I'm just rusty on camera or something.
Anything you want to throw in there, JD?
Can I finish? Sorry,
Go ahead.
I remembered what I was going to say. Never mind, I just forgot again.
Are you high right now?
Bruh, I think I need more sleep.
You walked in here drinking a Monster. What do you mean?
No, that's why. I was tired.
What did you do last night?
I tried to sleep. I couldn't sleep.
How do you try to sleep? You lay down, close your eyes.
You just fail.
That's crazy. All right, Jay Dizzler, what you got for me? Us, everything.
This channel's gonna be 100% us, none of that Braille stuff. And we're gonna be, here, I can grab this mic so it'll be better. Yeah, this channel's gonna be 100% us. None of the money going to any of those weird stuff that we won't talk about anymore, hopefully. But more of us being real, you know what I mean? Like not having to be, not a character, but, you know, be a little more restricted. Now we can just say whatever and just have a good time and just, yeah. So not really scripted, just going with the flow and just having a good time with the boys. Just like, yeah.
I also think this is what I was going to say. There was a lot of opportunities and a lot of places we could have gone, a lot of stuff we could have done that we didn't do because it was more effective to just do like 5 videos in the warehouse as opposed to doing some kind of opportunity. It would take like a week or like multiple days or something. And I think we're not closed off to that now. So like now we'll be able to do a lot of really sick stuff.
The last thing I think I'm going to say is this is still all a work in progress. It's not going to be perfect, so don't expect it to be perfect. Just, you know, be patient with us. We are all still trying to figure things out, especially with us all living different places. That's the biggest thing. So we might be able to get together maybe once or twice a month. And then I think some of the videos will just be us doing like maybe challenges or just, you know, our daily lives put into one video. So that way you guys know that we're all like still connected, trying to give you guys a fun experience. But we all still have lives to live. And until we can, you know, grow to a point where we can establish like a spot that is like us, it's gonna be kind of all over the place. But we appreciate you guys being here, definitely. It's definitely crazy times. It's been it's been crazy times. But we appreciate the support. We love all you guys immensely. We obviously wouldn't be here without you guys' continued support and watching the old channel and then now coming over to the new channel. So I think everything from here on out is going to be super fun, super good. Everything, like JD said, is going to be for us, through us. Everything's going to be fair. Like, we're going to try and make everything right so that we are all taken care of, but also we can have that time to be able to take care of you guys with the entertainment factor, but not have that like affect us too much, you know? Anybody that made it this far, we appreciate you. We're hoping that you guys watched the whole way through. We will have merch. There should be a link down below you guys can check out. So, I mean, I think that's pretty much everything that I wanted to put out there. I'm pretty sure that that's pretty thorough. The new channel, welcome to the boys. You know, we appreciate you guys, like I said. And I guess we just end it like that. Thank you guys for watching, tuning in with us.
Like, comment, subscribe if you want, but do not block.
Do not block us. That is the one thing we don't want happening. Don't block the boys, all right? We're cool. We're chilling. Don't block it. But what Rick said, thank you guys. Drop a like, comment, hit that subscribe button if you can. That helps us out immensely. I hope you guys enjoy this journey with us, and I'm excited to see where everything goes.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
Thanks for being here. We're going to do our best to keep giving you guys some quality content. Until then,
Bye-bye.
we'll see you out there. Peace.